Hi, everyone. Gosh, I think this is the first time I've ever had people actually waiting for me, except maybe one other time with Bumblebee and my sister. Lemon Boy, I don't remember you ever being here. And Jola Mom, are you new to here? Welcome if you are. Yes, I come on every Sunday at 4 o'clock to show what I sold the past week. I'm a reseller. I sell on eBay mostly and Poshmark also. I have a few things on Mercari, but I haven't been putting anything on there, so I haven't been selling anything. Poshmark, I'm really bad at keeping up with the sharing and the parties and everything, but I did sell 4 things this week from Poshmark, but only 14 things from eBay. So I'll show you what I sold. I'm hoping that Bumblebee will be on and my sister got the notification. I put the notification on earlier this time. And then I decided it was so early I had time to go out and try to do something outside. And as most people know, I have chickens. I have eight hens. And I was trying to move their poultry netting fence over so that they'd have some more grass and sun in their one run. So while they were in the great big yard, which is most of my property, except for the front, I snuck over there and I moved the fencing. But it really is a 2-man job to do that, and it was only me, so it took me a while. I barely got back here in time. Yeah. If anybody saw my picture that came on of the car, that's my new car. I just got it yesterday. It's a lease. I lease the cars 3 years at a time. That way I have a new car every 3 years. Not the smartest financial move, but when you're 78, it's okay to do that. If nobody's been on and seen me before, you know I'm going through a dental problem. So please excuse my missing tooth. So I went out and I moved their fencing. I gave them another maybe 6 feet out of grass and sun. So it's a pretty good amount. I don't think I put them back into that area. I don't think they've realized it yet, but they'll slowly discover it. So I want to tell you about the things that I sold, and I will share the screen and get this started. Let's see here. Okay, this first thing you should be seeing is a Poshmark sale. I sold these first 2 things are Poshmark Poshmark sales, and they sold to the same man, and it was right after one of the parties with the J. Crew and the Brooks Brothers and that preppy party, they call it. And it was right after that party. I had shared that party, and it was right after that these 2 things sold, and they were both, one was Brooks Brothers and one's Polo by Ralph Lauren. So this is the first item, Brooks Brothers. It sold for $33, and out of the $33, I made $26.40 on that item. The next one was to the same man, is the Polo Ralph Lauren chino pants. They were 34 by 32 slim fit, and they sold for $23. I'm sorry, I'm looking for a sheet. $23, and I made $18.40 on those pants. So now we'll go back to eBay for a while here. I sold the Speedo women's T-back swimsuit in black and blue. I think, I'm pretty sure this had sold before and was returned because it didn't fit right, and it sold almost immediately again. So usually when I get something back, I actually raise the price $1. So I think I did, and I sold it. It was on sale, though, my 10% off sale, but it sold for $20.69, and it went someplace other than the US because it went by global shipping program. So I just had to ship it to Kentucky, and I'm not sure where it went after that. I should have checked that before I came on here, but I didn't. So it went somewhere. This pair of Cole Haan, new without the box. These were so nice. These were calf hair pumps in this leopard print. They had a 4-inch heel, and they sold for $34.77. And that was an offer I sent out to watchers. And I had started those when I first got them. I started them near $60, and I had no interest in them at that price, so I slowly lowered it to $42.99, and they sold for the sale price of, and the offer to watcher I sent out is $34.77. So I've had them a while, not a year, but I've had them probably 7-8 months before they sold. I thought those would sell quicker. Here's a pair of pants. I had never heard of this brand before, Henry and Bell. But when I looked them up, they retailed for a lot of money. And I put them on originally $42.99. They went on sale for $38.69. And then I did take a best offer of $30 on these because I've had them a while. And those went to Thiels, New York. Thiels, New York. Those first two things from Poshmark, they went to Lubbock, Texas, I think. Or no, they went to Hannibal, Missouri. Those first two Poshmark items. Okay. Then I sold this. This is by Intimately Free People. It's an anthropology brand, I think. It was this flowing, had a lot of movement in it, maxi floral sundress. And that sold for $43.09. It was a best offer of $43.09 that I took, and those went to Oakton, Virginia. That did. This is a really pretty dress, and I did find that stock photo of it, which made it, I'm sure it helps it to sell, because just hanging on a mannequin doesn't look near as nice just hanging there as it does, of course, on a model. So on Poshmark, you can get away with doing stock photos pretty much. Here was a stretchy top by Earth Yoga. This is an organic cotton in this black, and it had this floral front on it with some Asian writing. I'm not sure if that's Japanese or I don't know what it is. But anyway, it went to Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and that sold as a best offer of $15. I got a really nice feedback from that lady. The next thing is a Michael Kors zip front, and I may have sold this after one of the Michael Kors parties also. So that sold for $26.99. That was the regular price that sold on. It must have sold on a Monday because that's the day I have no, usually at least half of Monday, I haven't put on the next week's sale yet. So that must be why it sold for that and not a sale price. That went to Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. Now there's a place I've never heard of, Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. So this was zip front, this blouse, and very flowy type of polyester, I think this was. Then I sold these little Ralph Lauren Sport women's short shorts in a size 8. And those we went back and forth with this lady. And finally settled for $15.50. And those went to Trumbull, Connecticut. Those little shorts. This next dress, this is a stretchy, strapless maxi dress. I think you could also fold this top down and have it as a big wide waistband and use this also as a skirt, a maxi skirt. So this had no zipper or anything. You just stretch this on, and that sold for a best offer of $18. Now, I have had this a while too, close to a year. I've had this item. And this went to Sepulveda, Oklahoma. And here's another Poshmark sale. These are Massimo. I believe I got these in a thread-up box. And those, because I've never bought in this brand before myself. So Massimo, I know it came in a box. I think it was the thread-up box. These were slim, straight, sort of a tan gold color, 32-30. These were men's, and they sold for $18. And I got $14.40 from that sale. Now this little pair of shoes, these had a small heel. It doesn't really show. I don't have any pictures where I showed the heel, and you can't really tell on that picture. So I should have taken a better picture of the heel, but it did have just a low heel on it. And these were by Linea Paola. I never heard of this brand, but they were cute, and I picked them up from Goodwill. And they were size 8.5, and they sold for $18, a best offer. And they went to Los Angeles, California. So the next thing is this pair of jeans in a size 20S by Torrid. They were straight laid, and they were sort of distressed there. The fading, that whiskering, they call it, fading. Those went on the sale for $20.69, and they went to Modesta, California. Here's a pair of Gymshark activewear stretch pants. I sold one of those the last time too, not the same looking one, but they were stretch pants also. And I believe I think I got them both from the thread-up box. But one of them could have been from Bumblebee. I don't remember because I didn't mark these. I have to try to mark what box these things come in. But these, they sold fairly quickly, and they sold for a best offer of $22, and they went to Pensacola, Florida. So that's a good brand. They go pretty quick, that brand. Finally, I sold a scrub top. I've had scrub tops in my store. I used to buy them a lot and put them in. They sold better a long time ago, and then they sort of stopped selling altogether. And now I had marked this way down. I usually had them anywhere from $16.99 to $14.99, and this sold on sale for $13.49. Or no, I'm sorry. I took a best offer on this one for $10, which I probably shouldn't have. This one, it was a cute one with the little dogs all over it. Like somebody, a vet assistant would wear in a veterinary office maybe, or maybe a nurse in pediatrics would wear this. But it was really cute. I loved the color, of course. And so those went to Denton, Texas. You know, no matter how many things I sell, I always have sales to California and always have sales to Texas for some reason. This next thing was this cute duffel bag. It's by Victoria's Secret Pink. It was really nice. It was lightweight. And if that hadn't sold before close to Christmas, I was going to pull it and give it to my granddaughter because she likes this brand. And I would have probably done that, but it sold. It sold for $28. And that was the asking price. And I got $22.40 for that little bag. And that probably cost $4. I picked that up at Goodwill on one of my rare visits. Okay, Tori Richards. This is a women's Hawaiian little short sleeve camp shirt. And that sold for the sale price of $26.09. That sold yesterday, I believe. Yeah. And that went to Decatur, Indiana. And the last thing is a pair of Juicy Couture. These are the Cali is the style. Jeans in a size 29 waist. These were low-rise boot cut. And those sold for the sale price of $17.99. I don't usually pick up Juicy Couture, so I'm not sure if I picked it up to try it, or I don't think I have any other things, maybe a couple tops, but no, I don't think I have any more jeans in that brand, but they took forever to sell. I was surprised when that sale came in. Now, I've sold a couple things today, but they'll be on next week's. So I'm going to stop sharing here because that's it. That's all that that's all that's sold. If I can find my way back here. Here I am. Hi, Bumblebee. Both Gym Sharks came in separate thread-up boxes. Thank you, Bumblebee. I'm so glad that you keep track of me. Yeah. I know, you always remember, because I'm not sure if any of those things came from your boxes or not. You have to send me a box. Send me a box. It should be ready. Should be almost ready. I know you're busy. I have, from that box that I opened a couple days ago, the box from Rockstar Flipper and Star, everybody that commented said that they didn't like it as much as the thread-up boxes. Now, I knew ahead of time that those were going to just be bread and butter things, that they weren't. I think you have a better chance of getting good things in thread-up boxes, but you also have a chance of getting a horrible thread-up box, because I've seen some box openings that other people have done. That one that Hickory Springs did, she got 6 pairs of just the legs of jeans, because people make cutoffs and then they send in the denim to use for craft things, Well, I luckily haven't gotten any of those. I think you'd have to bundle a lot and sell it as a lot for crafters. I think that's how they do it. But I've seen some pretty bad boxes come from ThreadUp, but I've been lucky so far. My last few boxes from ThreadUp have been pretty good. At least there's been, bread and butter things, yes, but there's also been things that I never found out in Goodwill myself. Some good name brand things. The trouble with ThreadUp, not the men's box, because they don't accept men's things. So people that send in men's items, those just automatically go into a box, the men's box, which I have coming. I have another jeans box coming, and I have a men's items coming. So I like to list jeans. They're easy to list, they're easy to photograph, easy to measure, easy to list. So I can get them up really quick when I get jeans. And the men's, I want to see what comes in the men's box, because those should be pretty good, But the chance you're taking from ThreadUp, they may have stains. There may because there's things in there that needs fixed. So, I can see sewing on a button or maybe doing a little hem work or whatever, but I don't want to have to do a huge amount of tailoring. Yeah. So that's what I sold. 14 eBay and 4 Poshmark. So that was good for Poshmark. And I missed the party this morning. I didn't set my alarm, which I have to do on my phone. I have to set the alarm and for when a party starts, because I think the Michael Kors party was today, and I should have done that one. But I didn't. I remembered it again like at 2:30, which is too late. So anyway, yesterday I picked up my new car. Now, I've never had a CRV before. My sister, they had a CRV. And my daughter has a CRV, not a Honda, but she has a Kia. And everybody told me I should get the CRV this time. So instead of the Honda Accord, which I usually always got, I got the CRV fully loaded because I like all that techie stuff. And this is a huge one. I didn't realize how big this car is until I actually put it into my garage. It looks humongous in my garage. When I stand next to this car, I feel like a little old lady. And I'm wondering, why in the earth did I get such a huge car? Now, in the showroom, of course, with the other things, it didn't look so big, but surprisingly enough, it's easier to get into than to drop down into a regular car like I've had with my back. So it's actually easier to get into, which surprised me. Oh, the Tori Richard was from you. Yes, I think I remember that. Because you told me to put camp shirt on there, I remember. Yeah. So this color, Obsidian Blue, is the name of it. That's Honda's color. That's the color my last Accord was. So I love that color. So I got this same one, and it took them only a day to find this one. It was in Youngstown, Ohio. They had to go and bring it back to my dealership. And so I could pick it up like 2 days after I had bought it or put my order in. So of course the monthly payment is more for this big car, but there's a lot of things on it I like. And I love this big hatchback. I don't even think they call it a hatchback on such a big car. They call it something else. With this big back that opens up automatically when you do anything. When I got home, I put it in the car, in the garage, and I let the dog out, Dexter. See here? No. I let Dexter out, and he snuck up on the car. He knew there was something different about it in the garage. It wasn't my regular car. So he snuck up on it and then smelled it all over. And so when I went out, he was standing back by me, and I popped I made the big hatchback thing go open. It goes way open and big and wide. And he actually ran back and hid behind me. It's my brave dog. Yeah. And he had to, oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it's very pretty, but it's so big. Yeah, I like the sales that I had. You were a bit distracted with the wrench. Oh dear, did I have a person on here doing bad things? Thank you for whatever you did. I didn't see, which is good. Yeah, he was afraid of it at first, but now he's gotten used to it in the garage. You think it's still called a hatchback? It could be, yeah. There's a lot of room in this car. A lot of places to plug in your Wi-Fi things also. In the back seat and all over. So, yeah, it does a lot of things automatically, practically drives itself. It keeps you on the road between the lines. You can turn all that stuff off if you don't want it to vibrate or buzz if you go over. Like that would just be good for highway driving, which I don't do very often. But in the city, you don't want it going off and scaring me. So only certain things are turned on at the moment. So there's a lot of different flashing lights I have to get used to that are different than my Accord. But I'm sure it drives the same. That's the funny part. When I'm in the driver's seat and driving it, it doesn't feel any different than my Accord. That's the one nice thing about staying with one kind of car, one brand. I don't have to get used to driving another type of a car. Because I rented once. Once I had to, mine was getting fixed. Somebody hit my bumper and I had to go get it fixed. And they rented me a little car. It was just a little, I think it was a little Kia. It was back before they've gotten quite nice now because my daughter's is really nice. But it was back then, and it drove altogether different. So this is like I'm driving my regular car. Yesterday, I went out to the barn to see the horses, and Echo they were close this time. They were still outside, but they were in the paddock, so I could give them their carrots, and it's just the little herd of 3 now. My horse, I lost my preacher, but Echo, still have Echo with his 2 buddies, Smoke and Sezzy. So Yeah, they were there. They saw me with the bag of carrots and apples and came right over to the gate. So they got their treats. I do have a picture of them. I will put it on the next time I go on. That will be on my the picture that I put on before I come on. So I'll put a picture of them because I'm not sure how to share my photograph here. So I'll do that next time. So I'm going to close for now because I'm in the middle of, I did a lot of photography upstairs. I have almost everything from that Rockstar's Box photograph. And then this morning I measured everything I photographed and I'm in the process of listing it. So I hope I get everything so measured. I hope I get it up tonight, and if not, it'll be on by tomorrow. And then I have to photograph the tail end of it. Probably another, maybe, I don't know, 8, 9 items are still up there. So I will close for now. And yeah, he's cute, but he's so afraid of everything. You have to feel sorry for the guy. Yeah, he didn't used to be so afraid. I'm hoping my anxiety that I haven't passed it on to him. But anyway, I will see you in a few days. If not, now we don't get any mail, of course, today or tomorrow because of Labor Day. And maybe Tuesday, I'll get a thread-up box. I don't know. Or a bumblebee box. But they'll be coming probably all together. And I have a whole bunch of boxes to open. But if one comes Tuesday, I'll be on. And then Wednesday's my regular time. And I'm thinking of changing my Wednesday time. So you'll have to look. I may not come on till the evening on Wednesday. I'm thinking of changing my time till like 9 o'clock, my time. Bumblebee, I would be probably 8 o'clock for you. But I think I'm going to try that, an evening one. So 4 o'clock on Wednesdays is no good for my sister. Of course, she's, day is today, Sunday. And she's probably over at her daughter's. They're probably having a cookout because it's the holiday. I'm not doing anything, not going anywhere. So anyway, I will be back on Wednesday, if not before. So I will see you then. Thank you all for coming in. And bye for now.